Welcome, Centennial Jags fans. We are here in Iowa City at the City High School for the Little Hawks tournament. This is game number 4 for the Jags on the day. They faced Burlington in a brisk 2-set game. They faced Bettendorf in a 3-set thriller. And then City High, they took out fairly quickly the home team. Now they're getting ready to face off against Lewis Central. The first time these teams have matched up against each other this year. In the front court for the Jags, we have Tatum, Sophie, and Bailey. In the backcourt, Ellie, Sydney, and Megan. Sydney will check out, Maya checks in, and the Jags have their lineup set for this first set. Looks like the Jags will be on serve receive to start the game here in the first set. Lewis Central has their lineup validated. They have the ball. We are ready to get this game underway. Lewis Central with the first serve of the first set. Deep cross-court serve. Bailey pops it up. Megan pops it up. Tatum comes over, hits a roll shot. Lewis Central able to get the dig. They're going to set up their outside hitter. Hits it, blocked by Sophie. Central gets it back up to the right side this time. They tip it over. Maya gets it up. Bailey gets it up. And then Ellie hits it over. Lewis Central to their center. They tip it over. Bailey gets it up. Megan sets up Tatum in the right side. She hits a deep shot. That's a kill for Tatum on the right side. What a start to this set. A pancake by Maya, a block by Sophie, and then a kill by Tatum. So Bailey will check out. Kaylin checks in and will serve for the Jags. Kaylin deep serve down the middle. Lewis Central able to get it up. They're going to set up their right outside. Hits it cross court. Maya goes diving to try and get that ball. Can't come up with it. So Lewis Central gets their first point of the set. Now getting set to serve. Lewis Central serving deep down the line. Kaylin pops it up. Maya sets up Ellie on the outside. She hits it cross court. Lewis Central gets the dig. They're going to set up their outside. Goes blocked. Sophie gets it up. Ellie gets it up. Megan sets up Tatum. It goes over. Lewis Central not ready for the ball. So a kill for Tatum on the right side again. Sophie will check out. Sydney will check into the front row as Maya heads back to serve. Maya hard low cross court serve. Ace for Maya. Another cross-court serve, a little bit of trouble, able to get it to their outside. They hit a roll shot over. Kaylin with the dig to Megan. Megan to Sydney. Sydney off the block and backwards. That's a kill for Sydney in the middle. And Lewis Central immediately takes a timeout, falling back 3 by 3 to the Jags. It'll be their first of the set. Again, in this tournament, we are just doing a round robin. There's no bracket play after this. So whatever the best record is after the round robin is the champions here. The Jags have Lewis Central right now and Regina as their final game. After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Maya back, ready to serve. Maya hard low serve. Lewis Central able to get it up. They're going to set their right side. Hits it. Gets blocked by Ellie on the outside. Or right side. Great block by Ellie there, reading that quarter court shot, able to stuff it at the net. Maya, another low serve. Lewis Central able to pop it up. They're going to set up their middle, tip it to the side. Tatum pops it up. Megan pops it up for Kaylin. Kaylin goes cross court. Lewis Central with the dig. They're going to set up their outside hitter. Hits a roll shot deep. Maya with the dig to Megan. Megan to Sydney. Sydney into the block and down. Another kill for Sydney. So Maya will head back to serve again. Maya, hard, low, cross-court serve. Lewis Central gets it. They set up their outside. Tries to go cross-court, just a little bit low in the net. So the Jags with the point. Maya running at the service line. Maya, hard cross-court serve. Lewis Central in a little bit of trouble. Able to get it on the court, and then they bump it over. Maya with the pass to Megan. Megan out to Ellie. Ellie goes deep. Lewis Central able to get the dig. They set up their outside, who tips it down the line. Megan pops it up to Maya. Maya back to Tatum. Tatum goes off the block and out of bounds. Tatum swinging her tool belt on the right side. Maya, low serve. Lewis Central gets it up to their outside. They hit it cross court. Maya with the dig to Megan. Megan to Sydney. Sydney tips it around the block and down. Another kill for Sydney. Maya, low serve off the top of the net, rolls over. Ace for Maya. Just enough English on the tops with topspin on that ball to walk it over the top of the net and down. Maya, deep serve. Lewis Central gets it up to their outside. They're going to go off the block. Kaylin able to get it to Megan. Megan to Ellie. Ellie into the block. Maya gets it up to Sydney. Sydney to Ellie. Ellie pushes it deep to the line. Lewis Central gets it to their outside hitter. Hits the top of the net and goes out of bounds. So the Jags roaring here in this first set. Maya still serving. Deep serve cross court. Lewis Central up and over. Sydney puts it away. With an overpass, Sydney brings the hammer. Lewis Central not able to get that one. So Maya back to serve after Lewis Central swapping a player out. Hard low serve. Lewis Central pops it up. They're going to set up their outside. They go deep. Kaylin goes flying to try and get that ball. Can't come up with it. So Lewis Central finally able to stop the Jags. Falling behind by 10. Good run by Maya. Lewis Central with the serve. Hard serve down the line. Ellie with the pass to Megan. Megan quick sets to Sid. Sid gets blocked, but able to get it back up to Ellie. Ellie to Tatum. Tatum over the block. Lewis Central tips it over. Megan pops it up to Maya. Maya setting up Tatum on the right side. She goes off the block and backwards. Lewis Central able to get it up. They're going to push it down the line. Megan gets a hand on it. Kaylin gets a fingertip on it, but it continues backwards out of bounds. So Lewis Central with another point, getting set to serve again. Hard low serve. Ellie able to get it up to Megan. Megan back to Tatum. Tatum goes down the line. Lewis Central with a fantastic dig. Gets it up to the right side. Blocked by Sid. Sydney with the block at the net. So the Jags will get the point. Tatum rotates back to serve. Tatum serving down the line. Lewis Central able to pop it up. They're going to set up their outside. Has to bump it over, but it goes off the antenna and out of bounds. So the Jags will get the point. Tatum will head back to serve again. Tatum, hard low serve down the middle. Lewis Central able to get it up. They set up their middle, go cross court. A good cross court swing by the middle of Lewis Central. So Lewis Central down 10, getting set to serve. Hard low cross court serve. Maya a little bit confused on that serve. Not sure what happened there. The ace by Lewis Central trims the lead back down to 9. Lewis Central with another serve. Another hard low cross court serve. Maya pops it up. Tatum pops it up for Kaylin. Kaylin goes around the block. Lewis Central gets the dig. They set up their outside hitter. Hits a roll shot deep. Kaylin with the dig to Tatum. Tatum out to Ellie. Ellie goes roll shot down the line. Lewis Central in trouble. Can't catch it. That's a kill for Ellie on the outside. So Ellie will rotate back to serve as Kaylin checks out. Addie will check into the front row. Ellie serving down the opposite line. Lewis Central able to get it up. They tip it cross court, and they're going to call Lewis Central in the net on that tip. It was a tight set to the net. The right side for Lewis Central trying to get there and just tip it over. Ran out of real estate. So Ellie back to serve again for the Jags. Hard low serve down the line. Lewis Central able to get it to their outside. They hit it into the block of Megan. Megan blocks it. Lewis Central tips it over. Maya gets the quick tip. Hits it back for the kill. So Ellie will head back to serve again. Ellie deep serve down the line. Lewis Central pops it up. They're going to set their outside. Hits it partially blocked. Maya gets the dig to Tatum. Tatum to Addie. Addie hits it deep. That's going to be a little too deep, out of bounds. So Lewis Central will get the point. Down 11. Lewis Central getting set to serve. Hard serve down the line. Addie pops it up. Tatum sets up Ellie in the back row. Ellie hits it around the block. Lewis Central gets the dig. They're going to set up their outside. Tips it over. Maya and Addie going for the ball. A little bit of confusion on that. So it finds the open court. Lewis Central, another serve. Deep serve down the middle. Maya with the pass to Tatum. Tatum to Sydney. Sydney goes around the block and down. Kill for Sydney in the middle. So Maya heads out. Sophie will head into the front row. Sydney will check out. Nora checks in and will serve for the Jags. Nora, hard low serve, cross court. Lewis able to get it up. They're going to set up their right side hitter. Hits a cross court shot. Tatum pops it up. Ellie pops it up. Megan hits it over. Lewis Central setting up their offense to the outside. They go into the block of Megan and gets blocked. Lewis Central gets it up. They push it cross court. Addie gets it up. Tatum. And then Tatum trying to hit Sophie. Goes just out of the outstretched fingertips of Sophie. So Lewis Central gets the point. Now getting set to serve. Low serve down the middle. Ellie with the pass to Tatum. Tatum to Sophie. Sophie goes cross court. Lewis Central with the dig. They set up their outside hitter. Tips it. Gets partially blocked. Sophie tries to push it sideways. Caught the top of the tape. Walked it for a short bit. And then came down on the Jag side. So Lewis Central with the point. Trailing by 9 with another serve. Hard low serve. That goes too low in the net. So the Jags will get the point. Megan will check out. Emma will check in and serve for the Jags. Emma Lowe's serve down the middle. Lewis Central able to pop it up. They're going to set up their right side. They hit it off the block of Sophie and backwards. Tatum with the dig to Emma. Emma out to Addie. Addie into the block. Ellie gets the dig, and they're going to call 4 hits on the Jags. They're going to say it wasn't blocked. It went into the net, and the Jags hit it again. So Lewis Central will get the point, now getting set to serve. Hard low cross court serve off the net. Sophie gets it up and over. Lewis Central hits it back. Addie hits it through the block and down. Cooper Addie on the outside. A couple of quick hits back and forth. Addie puts it away, and that earns her a trip to the service line. Addie serving set point number 1. Hard low serve off the top of the net and rolls over. Ace for Addie. So the Jags will take the first set 21-10. We will take a quick set break and get the second set underway. After the set break, in set number 2, the Jags in the front court have Tatum, Sophie, and Bailey in the backcourt. Ellie, Maya, and Megan. The Jags will be starting with serve here in set number 2. Lewis Central still huddled up in the corner. There's about 20 seconds left before they have to be in position. The Jags jumping out to a quick 10-point lead in that first set. Lewis Central not quite able to recover after that. We'll see what set number 2 brings. As Lewis Central now ready for serve receive. Megan with the first serve of the second set. Megan, hard low serve down the line. Lewis Central able to pop it up. They're going to set up there outside. Tips it down the line. Megan there. Gets it to Maya. Maya sets up Tatum on the right side. Tatum goes off the block and backwards. Lewis Central can't get it. And so the Jags will start with the first point here in set number 2 as Megan will head back to serve again. Megan Hardlow serve down the line. Lewis Central gets it up. They're going to set their right side hitter. Goes cross court. Megan with the dig. Maya sets up Tatum. Tatum goes down the line. That's a kill for Tatum on the right side. So the Jags offense still humming here at the early stage of set 2. Megan with another serve. Hardlow serve down the middle. Lewis Central pops it up. They tip it over. Megan gets it up. Bailey gets it up. Maya bumps it short just off the net and over. Lewis Central on the overpass. Sophie stuffs it down for the kill. So Megan with another serve. Hardlow serve down the middle again. Lewis Central pops it up. They're going to set their right side. They go into the block of Bailey and Sophie. It ricochets off Sophie, I believe. Bailey might have gotten the fingertip on it as it careened out of bounds. So the kill for the right side of Lewis Central gets them their first point here in the second set. Lewis Central with the serve. Short serve just over. Ellie with the pass to Megan to Sophie on the slide. Sophie with the middle kill. So Bailey will check out. Kaylin will check in and serve for the Jags. Kaylin Hardlow serve down the line. Lewis Central able to pop it up. They're going to set their outside. Who goes cross court? Maya with the dig to Megan. Megan back to Ellie. Ellie goes cross court, and Lewis Central got caught swinging from the net on the outside there. So Kaylin will head back to serve again. Kaylin, another serve down the line. Lewis Central able to pop it up. They're going to set their right side hitter. Goes down the line, and that goes long out of bounds. Another point for the Jags, pushing the lead to 5. Kaylin still serving. Kaylin, low cross-court serve. Lewis Central able to get it up. They tip it over. Megan with the pass to Maya. Maya to Tatum. Tatum goes cross-court for the kill. A sharp shot by Tatum there from the right side. Great angle just past that 10-foot marker. Maybe about a foot past. Forces Lewis Central to use their first timeout of the set. After the timeout, both teams back out onto the court. Kaylin back to serve. Kaylin low serve down the opposite line. Lewis Central able to get up to their outside. They go through into the block of Tatum. And Sophie ping-pongs off both of them before it lands on the Jag side. So Lewis Central will end Kaylin's run at the service line. A good run for Kaylin. Lewis Central with the serve. Low serve down the middle. Maya to Megan to Tatum. Tatum with a soft shot. Lewis Central able to get it up. They're going to go to their outside. Megan gets it up. Sophie gets it up and over. Lewis Central able to get it to their right side. Jostle at the net. And Ellie able to stuff it down for the Jags. So Sophie will check out. Maddie checks into the front row as Maya will head back to serve. Maya, low cross-court serve. Lewis Central able to get it to their outside. They're going to go through the block. Kaylin able to get it up to Maya. Maya sets up Tatum. Tatum goes through the block and down. Another kill for Tatum on the right side. A great shot again by Tatum on the right side there, getting through the small crease in the block and putting it down. Maya with another serve. Short serve. Lewis Central able to get it up. They're going to set up their outside who hits a roll shot over. Kaylin pops it up to Maya. Maya out to Tatum. Tatum goes roll shot into the block, and this time Lewis Central with the block at the net. Maddie had her arms out and the ball got trapped right between her arms. Hard low serve down the line. Ellie with the pass to Megan. Megan quick sets to Maddie. Maddie puts it away on the lightning quick set by Megan. Great swing by Maddie will send Tatum back to serve for the Jags. Low serve, that's just a little bit too low into the net, so Lewis Central will get the point. Now getting set to serve. Lewis Central short serve just over the net. Kaylin gets it up, and it goes over the net, and Lewis Central able to put it down on the overpass. So Lewis Central with another serve. Another short serve just over the net. Kaylin able to get it to Tatum. Tatum on to Maddie on the slide. Maddie with a rocket shot through the block and down. Another kill by Maddie will send Ellie to check out and Nora to check in and serve for the Jags. Nora deep serve. Lewis Central able to get it up. They're going to set the right side. Hits it through the block of Kaylin and Maddie. There was only a small crease in that block, and Lewis Central able to find it. Good swing by the right side of Lewis Central. So Lewis Central with the serve. Low serve down the line. Kaylin able to pop it up. Maya sets up Kaylin on the outside. Kaylin goes roll shot deep. Lewis Central gets it out of the net, but then it falls down on their side. Couldn't get it over in three. So the Jags at the point. Kaylin with the kill. Maya will head out. Sophie heads into the front row. Maddie will check out. Addie will check in and head back to serve. Addie serving down the line. Lewis Central able to get it up. They're going to set up their outside. Hits a roll shot off the block. Addie trying to get that ball just a little bit too high out of her reach. So Addie will check out. Maddie will head in and then head immediately back out so Maya can head into the back row while Lewis Central gets set to serve. Lewis Central deep shot to the middle. Nora with the pass to Tatum. Tatum back to Kaylin. Kaylin goes off the block and backwards. Lewis Central able to get it up. They set up their outside. They go over the block. Nora pops it up. Maya tracking it off the court. Gets it back on. Tatum bumps it over. Lewis Central setting up their offense to the outside again. Into the block of Megan. Megan with a block up the net. Great solo block by Megan on the outside there to shut down Lewis Central's hit. So Megan, after the big block, will head back to serve. Deep cross-court shot. Lewis Central able to pop it up. They're going to set their right side. They tip it cross-court. It caught the top of the net, rolled. Tatum was heading to try and get the ball, but because it caught the top of the net and rolled across the top, she overshot it just a little bit, and it got out of her reach. So Lewis Central with the point has now getting set to serve. Hard low serve down the line. Maya pops it up to Megan. Megan back to Tatum. Tatum off the block and backwards. Lewis Central gets it up. They tip it over. Megan pops it up for Maya. Maya back to Tatum on the right side. Right. Tatum going down the line for the kill. So Nora will check out. Ellie will check into the front row as Kaylin heads back to serve. Kaylin low serve down the middle. Lewis Central able to pop it up. They're going to sit up there right outside into the block of Sophie. Sophie blocks it. And then Lewis Central hits it over the net and out of bounds. So the Jags leading by 7 here in set number 2. Lewis Central will use a timeout. After the timeout, Lewis Central back on the court. In position, the Jags breaking huddle now, getting into position. Kaylin heading back to serve. Kaylin serving down the line. Lewis Central able to pop it up. It goes over. Sophie tips it back over. Lewis Central not able to get the dig. So with that point, the Jags push the lead to 8. Kaylin back to serve again. Kaylin another serve down the line, and that catches the sideline. The ace for Kaylin. Beautiful serve, just catching the sideline there. Kaylin with another serve. Another hard low serve. Lewis Central able to pop it up. They're going to set up. They're outside who tries to hit it over. Goes a little bit low into the net. So Kaylin will head back to serve. Sophie checks out. Kenley checks into the front row for the Jags. Kaylin low serve. Lewis Central able to get it up. They set up there outside. Goes over the block. Maya with the dig to Megan. Megan to Kaylee. Kaylin hits it over. Lewis Central can't get it. That's a kill for Kaylin in the back row. Kaylin hard serve. Just a little bit too low. Ellie had to turn around and protect the back of her head on that one. So the Jags leading by 10. Lewis Central getting set to serve. Deep serve. That's going to go too deep, out of bounds. And Mayo will head back to serve. Set game point number 1. Kenley will check out. Maddie checks into the front row. Maya deep serve cross court. Lewis Central able to get it up to their outside. They hit it off the block and out of bounds. A good hard swing by the outside of Lewis Central. So with a little bit of life remaining, Lewis Central getting set to serve. Hard low serve down the middle. Kaylin with the pass to Megan. Megan quick sets to Maddie. Maddie off the block and backwards. Lewis Central able to get the dig. They set up their middle. They tip it over. Tatum gets it up. Kaylin gets it up. Maya bumps it over. Lewis Central setting up their offense to the middle again. Goes cross court. That is too long, out of bounds. And that will do it. The Jags will take the game in straight sets, winning the second set 21-10. We will have probably about a 15 to 20 minute break before we start our next game. I can't see where our last game will be against Regina. They're in the other gym. I can't see where they are. So plan about 15 to 30